Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and this is Adelaide Stitches, my YouTube channel where I'd like to talk about cross stitch. I'm also Adelaide Stitches on Instagram and I am coming to you today with Flosstube 4. So what have I got to talk about today? Well, I've got 2 new starts, I've quite a few WIPS, and I also just came back from JK's retreat up the Central Coast, which was just absolutely fantastic and I can't wait to talk about it. So I don't have much time. My youngest is having his nap at the moment, so I'm trying to squeeze this in. So let's get started. First, new starts. At the retreat, as I talked about in my last Flosstube, I'd been planning to start Enchanted Quaker with Peggy still stitching, and I'll put a picture of it in here so you can see what it looks like. Isn't it lovely? It's from Luminous Fibre Arts. So this is Paddock Lane's 32 count Opal Lagana Witch's Brew, and on it I'm using DMC 29. Isn't it beautiful? I made a small start on the retreat on Sunday and I got in, sorry, just looking for where I wrote it down. I've got in 229 stitches out of 11,381 and I'm currently at 2.01%. Let's put it back, see if I can get the colour. Yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. It's a lovely bit of fabric. And if you see my needle minder, that was a lovely gift from Paula. She was one of the ladies on table 8 and she bought all of us a needle minder that she'd picked. And because I was stitching at the retreat, which I'll show you in my WIPS Cozy Cafe, I got one with cups. Isn't it so lovely? I just thought it was so stunning and matched this fabric so well, so I had to put it on. So that is, oh, sorry my board there, that is Enchanted Quaker. Okay, so my next new start is something after Gamer Jamie has started it and I just loved it. So when I knew I was going to the retreat, I put in an order for some more 25 count easy grid fabric because I had none. And I knew once I picked it up from the retreat, I'd start it. What I didn't realize is that I'd start it on Monday, the exact day after the retreat had finished, because I was just so in love with this pattern. So this is called Rose Library. I'll put a picture in and it's charted by Unconventional Crossstitch, which is an Australian company. So I was excited to find out about. And isn't it lovely? The 2 witches are so gorgeous. The cats, the library, the roses. It like has everything. So I started that one yesterday and this is my start. Oh, I've put the board in. Sorry, the light's a bit strong. There we go. And it helps if I got it the right way. It's this way. So this is Rose Library and it does look a bit odd the way I have my stitches, but that is because I did something I'd never done before in full coverage and I started in the middle. I love that middle scene of the witches and the cats and the potion and I desperately want to see how that stitches up. And possibly I did think down the trap I might end up cropping it a bit. So if I start in the middle, I can kind of work out and see how far I want to go. But yes, I am thinking that's an arm and they're working on a potion. But hopefully when I get in the next lot of stitches, I'll be able to see what I'm stitching. So I have done so far 383 stitches. So that is 0.15%, so not even 1%, but that's only one night and I had to cut the fabric and serge the ends and get it in the Q-snap and work out where was the middle and where to start. So I'm quite pleased with that. And I don't know if you can see, it's 25 count, it's 2 over 1/10 stitch. Yeah. And oh, the whole thing is 257,400 stitches. It's quite big, Hence, that's why I'm starting in the middle. I'm going to go out and I'm kind of going to see how far I want to go, because this would be my biggest full coverage I have started. So yeah, and as you can see, another needle minder. I thought this was perfect since it's got the rose and the books for Rose Library, and I also got that one from JK's Retreat because I just thought it was adorable. So yeah, that is my other new start, Rose Library, which I'm really excited about. And I'm thinking in October I'd like to work on it every single day. It'd be my spooky piece. I'll talk about plans later. I have a few ideas for October, but I think that one is probably the most realistic. So what else have I been working on? WIPS. The one I've been trying to work on, and I worked on it at the retreat, helps if I pick up the right bag, is Cozy Cafe. I have done quite a lot since you last saw it. Here it is. It is, ta-da! So this is Cozy Cafe by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I am stitching it on 27 count Linda cloth in vintage country mocha. And I have worked on, let's see, so I finished the sparkling water can. I have started the pumpkin latte, and I have started the strawberry lemonade. So I am getting so close. Oh, I really want this finished this year. I really want it up in my kitchen. That is my plan because I just love it and think it's so cute. So I have left to stitch the bottom of the latte. I have the bottom of the strawberry lemonade. I have the bottom border, oh, and this scallop shelf here, and the year. So I'll put in this year because that's when I'm planning to finish it. Oh, and after that, I do have to bead it, which I'm very excited about. I think it will look fantastic. And this one I have stitched in hand, which if it's not full coverage and on a tiny count, because I'm doing over one, I usually stitch in hand. I really enjoy it. So yeah, that is my Cozy Cafe. And what else have I been working on? I'll just get the next one out. So this is another one I really want finished this year. My plan for this one from this point forward is a strand a day. I have to keep going with it. It has a lot of color changes, this one, and a lot of stitches, which are just a few here of this color, a few here of that color, and it really discourages me from working on it. So I think a strand a day would be perfect, because then that wouldn't matter. I would just be putting on what I could. So I will put the picture up for this one. This is Winter Wonderland by Caterpillar Crossstitch. It is their Christmas sale from last year. And I really, really want it done so I can hang it up on my wall this year. So this, here we go, is what I've done so far, and I am working on part 5. There are 6 parts for the second last part, and as you can see, I've done the mountains, I've done the ski runs, I've done a little person, I've done a tree. So I am on my way, but I probably need to push a bit if I want it up for December, because there's quite a few houses, trees, and little people to go. The 5 is here, and the 6 will be here. This was a kit from Caterpillar Crossstitch. It is on 32 count grey Zweigart Lugana, and because it's a kit, I'm just stitching it with their threads, which are the DMC. They do list the numbers, which is great in their kits. Not that I've run out at all. I've got absolutely plenty. So let's pull it back. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's gonna look lovely. I'm gonna really enjoy it. I just have to keep reminding myself of that. So I keep working on it. Okay, so my next one. Oh, I put a few stitches into this one at the retreat too. This is Holiday Glow by Satsuma Street. And it is such a pretty chart. I got it from the Jingle Ball last year. And this is where I'm up to. So I'm stitching it on Hand Dyed by Me 14 count Aida. That's how I got that lovely rich red colour. And aren't they pretty? I'm also using some metallics. I don't know if you can see there's gold and there's silver in there. And this is another one I'd really like to finish this year and have up, especially before the next Jingle Ball. So I have flowers to do on that side, some more flowers there, and some more flowers there. And then it's pretty much done. Oh, I need to finish that bird in his tail. Isn't that lovely? And that is with the called for DMC as well. And they're metallics, which, you know, I don't love the DMC metallics, but it's only a little bit. And I think, especially for this pattern, it's just so vibrant, it's worth it. And this needle minder is actually the Winter Wonderland you just saw needle minder from Caterpillar Crossstitch. Isn't it beautiful? I just felt it matched this one so well. So this is Holiday Glow. Okay, what else have I worked on? Let's have a look. Oh, so I think you can see that's Amber, the back of her. That is probably the most you will ever see of her. She's very camera shy and she very much is her own boss and doesn't like to be told what to do or where to appear. So yeah, she's our tabby cat, and Jet's, well, Jet's boss too, really. She's a bit bossy, but oh, we still love her. So what else have I got? I also have worked on, sorry, too many projects here. Here we go. It fell, that's why. I have a teetering pile here, which did teeter a little bit, but not all of it, thankfully. Okay, so my next one is Tiny Modernist Seasons. This is a Leap Day project. I started it on the 29th of February, and I'm hoping to get it finished in 4 years because it has the 4, they're octagons or hexagons? Hexagons, 1, 2. They're octagons, the 4 octagons. I thought it was a good one. I could aim to do one each year as I go round. And this is where I'm at. So this is Paddock Lane again. This is Garden Meadow. They're 32 count Opal Lagana. Isn't it pretty? I really like this one. And as you can see, I've stitched the center to Everything There Is a Season. I have stitched the bee and I've started on spring because it is now spring. So in an ideal world, I get this finished. I have 2 months left of spring. It could happen. But hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have that block finished. And then we'll be on to the next block for next year. But oh, I love this. I love the colours. I have not changed any of them. They're the called for DMC. And I just think it's so happy and so bright and really fun to stitch on and lovely. You see the shine of the fabric? Yeah. No, I love that one. Okay, so is that all? Oh no, one more. I have also worked on, sorry, it's going to be a zip at this point. I've also worked on my other full coverage on the big bit of fabric attached to it. So this is a HAED, a Heaven and Earth design. It is Treasure Hunt Bookshelf by Aimee Stewart. I am doing the top 3 shelves and leaving out the bottom one. And I have put in another 500 stitches, or just over that, and that has taken me to 4%. So this is where I'm at now. I am almost finished a page. I am very close. And I also picked up, so it asked for Krennic, but I could not get the colour it wanted. So I have picked up a pearl white Diamante, I think it's called. It's a DMC. It's a spool. I picked it up at the retreat and I'm going to stitch that in the Comet and the Shooting Stars as well. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is coming along. I think, get it in info view. Yeah, I think you can really see I've got one book, a vine. It's really going to come to life, especially when I get that tree done and get on to the next book. So that will be really exciting. And this needle minder is also a JK one too. I didn't get it at the retreat, but my husband picked it for me when he got me a Lowry for my birthday. And actually, I think that's why I'm up to 3 full coverages, because I was only at 1, and then after I got a Lowry, it's amazing. It just makes stitching so easy. That two-handed stitching, you can put it right up in front of my face so I can see so clearly. Even though I'm doing like 25 count, 28 count over 1, it just, it makes such a difference. And this one is 25 count over 1 I'm doing. So yeah, I think that looks really nice. Sorry, trying to catch stuff as other stuff slides off my lap. But yes, so that is my WIPS. And now, up to the retreat. So I live at the Blue Mountains. I don't know if you can kind of see them behind them. And the retreat was up the Central Coast. So I was lucky enough to go away with my mum on the Friday, and we went up the Central Coast, and she just had a lovely time, a lovely holiday, while I went to the retreat and met some amazing people. I was on table 8. The ladies there were so fantastic and so lovely, and I just learnt so much. At my table alone, there was a lady, Linda, stitching a HAED. There was a Mirabilia, there was a Bella Filipina, there was next to me, the lady, Lorena, was stitching an Artisy chart. Paula was stitching a long dog. Like, everyone just had amazing projects, and you just got to see what they were doing and how they were doing it, and they were so generous with their knowledge. Like, everybody had different ways and different tips. Linda, who was stitching the HAED, it was a Leonard Afromov. I'll put a picture in if I can find it. She was at 96%, and she was showing us how she did it over 1, how she starts, how she finishes, how she parks her threads, and the method she used. And everyone was so generous with their knowledge, and I just felt I came away not only having learned so much, but really excited that I'd spoken and spent time with lovely people who talked about cross-stitch, which is what we're all here for, isn't it? So that was very exciting. We also got given at the retreat some goodies, and I'll show you a few of my favorites, because really there's too much, just too much to go through it all. So we got some patterns at the retreat. So we got to stitch or not to stitch. There is no question, which was quite apt for where we were. Fiona Jude was there, who was really lovely, and excitingly was looking at how to change her patterns to PDF and possibly Pattern Keeper convertible, which would just be amazing. And we were given white cockatoos. I love this one. And what else? Tropical flowers. They're pretty, aren't they? Just a hibiscus. Threadbare. Isn't he cuddly? Country sampler. Look at those chicks. Very cute. Since my mum and I had stopped at Woi Woi on the way up, and we'd seen the pelicans and sat and had lunch looking at them, I was very excited to see the pelicans cross stitch. I thought that was really lovely. And I was also lucky enough to win a door prize. So I got this Country Threads kit with all the fabrics and threads, which I love Frangipani, so another excitement, a Strelitzia. And we also got another kit. This is the JK's bookmark, which I didn't start but should have. So we were just so lucky. There was more, there were lots of goodies. And the other thing we got, so we got this Ort box. Isn't it cute? Which I need to use. But I had it here to show you. And we also got a JK's needle minder. Is that the right way? No, upside down. And so I just put it on the lid because I thought, how great's that? I can put my Orts in there and and I need a spot for my needle, I can just pop it on top. So that was part of our goodie bag that we were given. I also want to say a thank you to Jana, a lady at table 8. She gave me this really adorable little package, and in it were these wonderful Hogwarts floss cards. Aren't they cute, with each colour for the Hogwarts house? I loved them. It came on this lovely ring with these cute charms. Look, a broom and a lightning bolt. Aren't they sweet? And as well as that, she is so clever, she gave us these scissors with beautiful scissor fob that she'd made. Isn't that stunning? I just thought that was so gorgeous and so lovely of her. So thank you so much, Janet. I really love them and they will get a lot of use. I also did a bit of shopping. I picked up my 25 count easy grid fabric. As you saw, I started with Rose Library. I also picked up one of the fabric mystery bags. And so I got in it half a metre of vintage pink. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it, the modelling. Half a metre of ecru. So just linen. And that's a 30 count, it said. And also I had a metre of a mystery fabric in it, which was quite pretty, cream with the butterflies. And had squares. So I guess you could make a nice blanket out of it. It's quite thick. I also bought some needle minders. I pointed some out before, and sorry, just looking for where I put them. I'm just absolutely surrounded here by projects. There we go. I put them on here so I could show you. Aren't they cute? I got the kitty. So these are my kids' favourite toys, Big Peggy and Pinky Peggy. So I had to get them. I am doing Mini Witchwood Express, so I thought the Harry Potter was perfect for that. And I also got a little, here he is, he fell off. Silly doggy, little doggy. Isn't he cute? Yeah. I thought for the Arctic Animal Sal, he'd be perfect, the husky. Or maybe Alaskan Malamute, though he does look a little bit thinner, so he could be a husky. Yeah, it was amazing. There was so much there. There was such great people. I got to meet Peggy still stitching. Hi, Peggy. It was so lovely, and she gave me a present. So she gave me, it's Paddock Lane Designs, and let's see if we can see the tag. It is Bushfire Natural 16 count fabric, and this is it. Is it too pale? One sec. Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see the modelling? Helps if I hold it straight. But it's just lovely. So thank you so much, Peggy. I love it, and I've already got some ideas of what I'm gonna stitch on it, which is very exciting. And after talking on YouTube and Instagram, it was just so lovely to meet in person and see each other's projects and have a chat. So that was really nice. I also met Linda, who was hi Linda, who just had this amazing project folio by Tiger Lily. If I picture the pattern, I'll put it up, and she'd done it with this glitter plastic, and it was so well sewn and so beautiful and looked amazing. And she also had these incredible projects with the House by the Witchy Stitcher and lovely petite stitching on like 46 count with these tiny stitches, but just looks so beautiful, a sampler she was doing. So it was just so nice to meet everyone. And I also filmed a short interview with Lisa from Paddock Lane Design. She has her Flosstube, the Shady Tree Stitches, and that was really exciting just to meet her again and talk about cross stitch with her. It was really fun and everyone was so lovely. So all in all, retreat, great success. If you get a chance to go one, definitely do so. Janet, who ran it, was so lovely. She had done an amazing job at organising everything. And I was just so thankful to her for putting something like that on. And apparently she's thinking of doing it again in 2 years. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. I'll be looking out for that. So yes, that is my retreat. And what else? Plans. So as you know, October's coming up. I had this crazy idea of 31 spooky starts in October, but I also have a big uni exam at the end of October. So I don't think that'll be happening. Maybe next year. We'll have to wait and see. At the moment, I'm planning a stranded day on my winter wonderland. I am Rose Library. I think I'll pick a Halloween piece. I think that'll be it, and I'll try and work on that every day. As well as that, I have some other Halloween projects of mine. I have the Black Pearl and the Mysterious Halloween Town. I'll put pictures of them up here, and I really would like to try and touch on them in October. So that's another thing. I spoke to Linda at the retreat, who'd been really successful at WIPGO, and I'm like, how? Because I've always failed miserably at it. And what she does is she doesn't put a goal, she just puts projects, and then when they come up she pulls them out, and because she's got those 2 projects out in front of her that month, she finds she just picks them up and stitches on them anyway. So I thought I'm going to use that probably for WIPGO next year, but also I'm just going to get what I want out, and hopefully the magic will happen and I will stitch on it. So that's my plan. Also want to keep working on Cozy Cafe. Really want that finished. And I have the next part of the Arctic Animal Cell by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's so cute. It's this little hare. I'll put a picture of what it is up too so you can see it. And I really would like to get that done and stay up to date with a sale. Isn't that nice? So yes, I think that is everything from me for today. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate just the lovely comments and the people reaching out to me. It has been so nice, and it was so exciting to go to the retreat, having people I wanted to meet I knew would be there and had spoken to. So that was really lovely. If any of the ladies from the retreat are watching too, hi! It was lovely meeting you and talking about cross stitch, and really I just can't wait till something like that happens again. So yeah, that's it for me. Happy stitching, everyone. Take care, and until next time, bye.